Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Remind. I just want to take a minute to have you remind your staff in your room and check with them, make sure they're on Remind, or if they need help, either help them or have them see me so we can get all of our staff hooked up to get these amazing updates, because I know you love seeing my beautiful face, silly face, hair in my eyes every week. Anyway, this week we're going to do a kickoff to March's Reading Month, and we want to talk about all the great books we have up here in our school library. These are available for you to lend out to students during March's Reading Month. If you would like to have their parents come and take one home, kind of like our own little Tots library. If they bring them back, help them shelf them in the right spot. If not, that's just a good kind of recycle project. That important that we get extra books into the hands of these children, because we know how much kids love books and how great books are for them. Just remember, kids don't mind hearing the same story over and over. Get them ready to read the book by talking about it beforehand, interacting with them during the story, not just holding it up and having the teacher read it and not involving the class at all. Make sure you're involving them, asking them questions, checking for understanding during the time that you're reading the book, and also reading some books that are just fun for them, not always just because they're educational. This book I read to Miss Angela's class the other day, and it's called My Little Sister Ate One Hair. This book was turned on to me at a conference by Dan Hodgins. He does early childhood presentations and that around the state at conferences on all different topics. He has a blog and a website. He's got a lot of good information on there if you choose to look him up, but he always has really good book ideas that really are good just for the giggle, and this one definitely fits that. It's repetitive, it has counting, and it has just silly stuff and great pictures, so he always recommends one that everyone will like. Another one I read was Go Away Big Green Monster. You're talking about colors, you got repetitive text, you got repeating text so that the kids can join in and say part of it with you as you're reading it, and then they're not just passive recipients and just sitting there reading, they're listening to their story or poking their neighbor at group time. They're really into the book, and then when this book's on the shelf after your reading time, they know how to read it through the pictures and starting to learn some of those sight words as they go through it. And that's what we want. We want to teach them the new vocabulary. We want to get them excited about reading. Most of you have ideas already swirling around or on your calendars already to have guest readers come in for the month, have a sign-up sheet by your daily sign-in. However you do it with the parents in your class, maybe they're just sharing a book. Maybe you want me to come read a story to your class. Either way, that's fine. We also have some good topic stories that you can borrow out of the office if you need to do a social story with a child. This one's Hands Are Not for Hitting. There's some about losing a pet or going in the hospital or getting new glasses, things like that you might come across in your room, and we keep those there just so they don't get all tattered and torn, because when we need these, we want to know that we still have them because they're so useful in those situations. Also, just take this time of the month before you kick off March's Reading Month to make sure that your books are in good order, that you have the right amount on your bookshelves. Make sure your book areas look cozy and inviting. Make sure that your books are varied, that you have some on multiculturalism, some on animals, pets, boats, dinosaurs, whatever the children's interests are in your class, that you have some different ones available. Even maybe some dual language books or books that might inspire your class to write their own books. I know the 4s and the 5s might like making their own counting book or their own story about their house, or a picture book about themselves. So you can have those on your bookshelf as well to share during book time, and they can read about other people in their classroom and that. Or maybe you want to act out one of the stories that you read. Maybe you want to turn into the 3 Billy Goats Gruff and have a play, or put on a play for another class, or make puppets. So have some fun and enjoy all the reading, and if you have any questions, just let me know, and if not, we'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.